Good morning, everyone. This is Juana, and today I am here to share with you my last guest design team project for Julie over at ks4u.net. And she also has a Facebook group with the name KS4U where you can join the group and see all that's happening. She also has a store, which is ks4u.net, and she often has live sales where she brings new merchandise at fabulous prices. So with that said, I thank you all for being here. Welcome to my new subscribers, and thank you for all your lovely comments. So today I have a journal that I made, and I used laces from my stash and a couple of appliques and laces from KS4U. And the digital that I used is the gingerbread prints, and the name of that digital is Atonement Reverie. And I will be sure to leave all the information in the description box below. Now, this journal that I made is in tones of greens, and it measures 5.5 inches wide by 8.5 inches long. And it has 3 signatures. In the pages and the signatures, I I ripped the edge of the pages off and inked them. And we'll start with the spine decoration. I made it out of a tassel and a butterfly charm, if I can get this to work. Butterfly charm, and I added a chain bead with a velvet little bead here, and it's sorry about that, it's attached to the spine with a brad and jump ring. Going all around the top and bottom of this journal is one of my favorite lace trim, I should say. It's from my late mother's stash. This is the back, and on the sides here and here, I used a variegated crochet crochet thread that has gold and green in it, and I just adhere it on both sides, and on the front here I braided it and added it there and there. This is a rococo trim from my stash, and then 2 organza flower. This is a large one. I added a bead to it, and then this is a little one. And I sprinkled flat back gold beads all over the front. Now, this photo here on the front was not the photo that was there. I preferred this one, so I cut it out and adapted it to the frame, and then I covered the photo with some organza fabric just to protect the photo itself. And this journal is held to close by a length of chiffon ribbon. And so we'll open her up and get started. I'm hoping that this video won't be too long. You guys know I don't do long videos. I don't like to do videos, but oh my goodness, I caught one of the threads and it was just doing its own thing. Anyway, this journal has roughly about 138 pages back and front. So we open her up, and on the cover here, this is a piece of lace that I used as a pocket, and it holds 2 cards, which you can journal on the back. And I forgot to mention, on the edge of the journal here, I added this bead trim from my stash. On this page, actually, this is the photo that was on the front, and I just switched them out. And so on this page, I've used an applique here with another piece of applique that I added to the top here. On the bottom of this page, it's a upholstery trim from my stash. And also there, I added a little jewelry to one of the flowers here. On this other page, I just added a little snippet of fabric and a paper flower. Over here, I topped this off with another applique, and this is a net with this floral design on it, and I use this as a flip up on this page. And on this page here is a little cluster that I made with a corded lace and an embroidery, piece of an embroidery lace and a bead. And we turn the page, and on this page I edged it out with this rococo trim and added gold flat back beads alternating each flower. And this is just a music page. This is a embossed page. This is either tea stain or coffee dyed stencil paper, and I believe this paper is from Jennifer Stevens at A Trace of Sparkle. Here's a graph page that I covered with this organza trim. This other page, I added this dangle trim from my stash, and to each medallion I added a ribbon bow with a pearl in the middle, and this is a little tuck spot. Up here we have a piece of embroidered trim, and that's from my stash. Again, we have this is what they call a peacock trim, dangle trim that is. And then we just have pages that you can use the journal on. Up here is just a little snippet of an embroidered flower that I added there. On this page, I added this beautiful trim here and added some gold flat back beads to the flowers. And over here is another piece of applique, and I also added that rose trim to this side of. And then we just have another journaling page, and here is that peacock trim again with just one single ribbon bow. Here's another trim from my stash, and I also added the ribbon bows. And this is also a tuck spot. Here's that other piece of the graph paper, to which I added the organza fabric. And here is another paper from Jennifer and numbers. And then here is the other side of the music sheet, and I just folded it out. And then this page here with the beautiful rose trim on the top. And on this page, I used a K is for You applique, and then I just cut out some of the embroidered trim that I had and scattered that, and added another jewelry piece with a safety pin. And that's the end of the first signature. And then I made this little notepad, and I used jump rings to hold it together. And this picture depicts one of the beautiful dresses in the kit, and some background paper. You can journal on the back of each of these if you so wish. And I just tucked that in there for safekeeping. I made a postcard with one of the images, and of course you can journal on the back, and some more embossed papers, and a little tag. This is I used a polka dot vellum dyed paper, lined paper for journaling, and the edges are inked. And this is another vellum paper with a little embroidered butterfly on it. And then in the middle of this second signature, I made another little booklet using that trim, and just pages for you to journal on. More lined paper for journaling on. Oh, and that was the end of the second signature. And now we're into the third signature. And this page here has a hideaway pocket, to which I added a tag. And then this is an envelope, to which I included some little cards of some of the scenes in the journal. And I inked the edges, I should say, and they all can be journaled on. And this is just a flip up. It's not really an envelope. Of course, if you glued the two sides down, it would be an envelope, but I left it this way just in case whoever gets this journal wants to, there's another writing space there for you. And so she slips back in there like that. A side pocket with a couple of journaling tags. This is an envelope piece made into a pocket. And here is another envelope. And there's nothing in here right now, but I left it this way again, so you can use this space to journal if you wish. And she tucks right back in there. More music sheet. This On the back here is a pocket I made with some fabric from my stash, and in here is just another couple of journaling spots. More embossed paper, more stenciled paper, and this young lady, I added a piece of applique to her hair and a corner here with an applique flower on there and a little faceted jewelry bead. And she's also a hideaway pocket, and so I added this trim from my stash and a piece of jewelry, and of course, you know, you can journal on this. And she tucks right back in there like that. Here's another beauty, and here I added this dangle trim to the bottom of the purse and a little ribbon and lace cluster on the corner here. And here's another pocket with 2 more cards. And over here, a matching pocket with 2 more journaling cards. And this is also a hideaway page, to which I added this embroidered leaf trim to it. And it slides back in that way. And beautiful. Over here, I used a piece of this sage embroidered trim and this hideaway page with this beautiful embroidered applique trim on there. She slides back in. Another beauty. And here she is again, and I added some lace at the top and a piece of applique there. And this is another applique from Julie's and the little flowers that I scattered all over it. And here is another hideaway page with this embroidered and beaded organza trim. More stencil and embossed. And on this page, I made 2 pockets. Each holds a couple of cards. And then this is the music sheet, which can be folded out. On this page is another one of those envelope pockets with a card in there. On this dyed paper. And then on the back here is, I made a little pocket out of this embroidered trim from my stash. And I made a little tag book on which you can journal on. It's held together by a brad. The back is plain. And we slip that right back in there. And then on this page, I added that rose dangle trim. And on the top is this little embroidered applique piece, to which I added a fancy button, rhinestone and pearl button. And this one also is a hideaway page, which I added some green lace trim and an embroidered butterfly. And we come to the last page. And this page, I've added this jumbo paper clip with a ribbon bow on it. And she just clips on here, just like that. And then this is the back cover. And a little tag in here with a bow, and you can journal on. And then we come to the back, which I showed you when we got started. So this is, like I said, my last guest design team project for Julie over at ks4u.com. I hope you enjoyed this little project share, and I hope to see you again on my channel. I do appreciate all the thumbs up and all the lovely messages that you leave me. And that's all for today. Thank you very much and have a blessed day. Bye.